Well, you know, we're here ready to do our shoot for this week and received a phone call at who is in Jamaica? African international recording star Stoneboy. And so we had to call him. And he's right now, right here on our stage. Stone, boy, it's good to see you. Welcome home.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Oh, boy.
Nice to see you.
So I want to say to Africa, you know, without taking him away, but he's officially a Jamaican. So, sir, what brought you home?
I came to collect my passport, my Jamaican passport.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm kidding though.
Yeah.
If I got it, why not? You know, Ghana and Jamaica have some beautiful ties, and I have to commend the two countries for having kept the ties, you know, both business and all these things, because I don't require a visa to come into Jamaica, you know, vice versa. So
vice versa, right.
It's only you required to get a visa to go through wherever you're coming from. Could be Europe, America, or UK. That's all it is. But I'm in Jamaica because first and foremost, I was in America, and I think I have a habit of coming to Jamaica anytime I'm in America. I'm closest, I have to come. And I always have things doing anyway.
Yes.
Me recording music with tons of producers, Stone Cool, Beanie, Sean, and currently Buju. I just released a video off of a song off my album, Angloga Junction, where Jamil features on it. So that is the video that I just released.
Hold a second and let's just take a little piece of that video right now.
Slow motion, better than no motion. Yeah. Don't watch the condition, it took me the time to be a champion.
So there you have it, just a taste of this video from Stone, the latest release.
Yeah, man, Motion. What's a Motion?
Motion.
Because Jamil did on it, and it's a song off of my last album called Angloga Junction album. It was shot here in Jamaica as well.
Oh, yeah?
It was shot last year.
All right, so let's go over to Ghana. What's going on there?
Currently, like worldwide, there's sort of like a second wave, you know, because and the numbers are increasing again of people who are contracting. People are also recovering, but the recovery rate, the number from the recovery rate is huge, and the death rate is also, I believe, it's not too high. This is from information that I have. It's not from the medics, because my wife is a doctor and I have a lot of, you know. It's not as high as they would have thought from the beginning.
Oh, yes.
You know, so this is my true report of what is going on about COVID in Africa. Because some parts of Africa never really went in lockdown. Some parts of Africa didn't even believe it.
Such as?
Some of the East African countries, and as far as I'm concerned, Tanzania, didn't really. There was news all over that is a country that banned coronavirus.
Oh,
the country, the country.
It couldn't land there. No landing.
So that's sort of like the situation in Africa. But we see this as another one of those that is killing everybody, or, you know, affecting lives, that is stopping businesses. So we're also receiving it like the way the world is receiving it.
Were there any kind of lockdown for any long period of time?
There was, but not that long. Not for that long period. I wouldn't say very long.
Ghana is on the up, right?
Ghana?
Economically, growing.
Yes. I should believe so.
And many people are migrating to Ghana, I was reading.
Absolutely.
From the West.
Absolutely.
From the US and from elsewhere in the Western Hemisphere, including Jamaica.
Yeah.
How is this received by you guys in Africa?
It's beautiful, because we see it as it's us, you know, and when you have the financial capacity to do so, why not? Because I know a lot of people do not have the strength that it takes. So it doesn't only begin from a decision. It takes a lot, because there's all these things that are going on worldwide. You know what I mean? So if you can afford and you want to move, why not?
Some are concerned about China's play in Africa. What's your take on that? Who is China in Ghana?
You know, I am laughing like, anyway, like China is everywhere in the world.
Yes, absolutely. They're here in Jamaica.
China is like the new master right now. So they say, but that's how I see, because they're owning a lot of things in disguise. And some other things physically, like, you know, it's them, and many other things in disguise. So the businesses, the forestry, the fishery, a lot of things are going on that, I mean, it's leaving long-term, you know, long-term destruction, you know, in the place that I think so many ministries that are concerned are actually raising alert and alarm about. But as usual, you can also understand that other people stand to gain a lot. But the beautiful thing is that now I believe that as youths of Africa, our eyes are opening to all these things.
Yes.
And we know where to blame, who to blame. And so we're just also trying the best we can to add our voices to those in authority.
The youths are more aware now.
Yeah.
The music of Africa. We know about the onslaught of Afrobeat on the world, the entire world.
Yeah.
Sum it up for me. Where's Afrobeat at the moment?
Afrobeat now is gaining good grounds internationally. Like, people loving it. People love the music, the style, the artist, you know. Now you hear more African artist names when you travel around the Caribbean. Jamaica is a master point. So if you hear a lot of our names over here, then you know there's something good going on.
Yes.
So you hear the Stoneboys, the Davidos, you know, a couple Nigerians, Ghanaians, the whole of African artists, you know what I mean? So it's getting there, it's going somewhere, it's beautiful. What I can say is that we're now understanding one another's music even the more and sharing in it. That's how simple I see it to be. Because Africans have always shared in the reggae music and in the Caribbean music and in the soca. And now I feel like African music is now getting that love as well on the other side.
And so is it, you know, universal in Africa, Afrobeat?
Yeah.
Is it across all nations?
Yes, please. But
And artists are embracing and doing Afrobeat as much as they will do reggae and other genre?
yeah, in today's world is Afrobeat. But when you go into the Afrobeat, which is like a general name or like a legal name for it globally, there are bits and bits of, you know, identities that you can find. So when you go to the Eastern Africa, you find the bongo music and you find certain other styles. Even when you come to Ghana alone as a country, you find the high life style, you find the hip life style. And even when you go to the northern part of Ghana, it's influenced by their ethnic sound. When you come back to the south, to the Choco area, to the Mami, to the Labadi area, which is Accra, it's influenced by a certain style. So all these come together to make the big Afrobeat. So the inspiration is drawn from all these ones across Africa. So I will say it's universal, you know.
So we are truly hearing Africa in Afrobeat. You're
Absolutely.
saying. And not just Africa, but its derivatives like reggae.
Yes.
And dancehall.
Yes. That, I think, is the reason why it has come this far. Because remember, Africans have been doing African music from time.
Yeah.
You know? And every era, it grows up. And I should believe that the eras of Fela and the eras of Kojo Entry, Amachi Dede, and the Heights, Osibisa, and them, they also took it to a next level. You know? And now, it's become, it has gotten here to this level because we love reggae, we love dancehall, we love other styles of music like hip hop, and then we blend all of this together and enjoy it amongst ourselves. So I think that is what has sped it up here by the help of internet as well.
The commercial side of it, the revenue, the income, going back to Africa from your music.
Yes, it's very lucrative, honestly. Like music should be. It depends on the individual as an artist and their teams. You know, there is a lot of mismanagement where I go and steal.
Yeah.
So you can find out that some new school artists still aren't financially, you know, but for the music side, there are a lot of deficiencies and things that are not going on in Africa well to record for the plays and the pay per play. In Ghana, I'm talking Ghana, and I'm sure larger part of Africa, probably except maybe Southern Africa that has things going on in a certain way. But Ghana, Nigeria, and them part, we're still fixing the whole royalty system.
Okay.
Yes, we're still fixing that. But the thing is that having crossed over now, you have to surely work with international entities that will be able to take care of those royalty stuff and the publishing and all that. So from that side, we're getting some food from there. And then now physical shows on the continent is what is the biggest. Because in a busy December, sometimes I do 4 shows in a night.
Wow.
And it's not small shows. Big shows, just
big numbers.
Big numbers. Like, because Ghana is, I mean, on paper, basically, it's like a 30 million people. Nigeria is on paper, 300 million. And Kenya and Tanzania and all these people. So shows are going on. Physically on the road, we're earning a lot of endorsements coming in because, I mean, I believe the numbers do speak. So I'm still ambassador to a lot of things in Ghana. For phone companies. So when you go Ghana right now, not right now, from time till now, I'm in the face. I'm always in the face of the people, you know what I mean, doing the business. So music itself is definitely lucrative.
And Western brands are down there in numbers, right?
Yes.
Being endorsed by you guys and so on.
Yeah. It's just the royalty system that it's like a major problem. And once that is fixed, trust me, those numbers will really convert.
Do you feel that
money.
Africa is being ripped off in terms of intellectual property?
It has always been ripped off. it has always been ripped off, not only from musical side, and I know that we know now. I know that it's not news anymore, you know, but it's good that people are up to the time. And from creative wise, sometimes most of the things that they pick from Africa and rewire them, even entertainment, they rewire them and you wouldn't even know it's your thing. One time I saw, I mean, not to boast, but one time sometimes when you see some things and you know, this must be an idea that was taken from your thing. Yeah. But you don't have you can't trace, you don't have a proof, so you just shush. You just shush and just know, say, all right, at least you did something good. And the thing is, we have to now be able to own these things. You know, intellectually on paper. Yes, because that is the future right now.
Artificial intelligence is not just for those who make it.
Yes, it's for everybody to use. Yeah.
Everybody to use.
Yeah.
So it's going to work in Africa's favor if it is working the way it should.
Yes.
Unless they find a way to put something in it, right?
They would always have to find a way to put something, you know. It's a straight talk.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to benefit you more than them.
No. Not if it's universal.
Even if it is, Daddy, even if it is.
Yeah.
It's just like people make laws, right? But the lawmakers find a way to beat the law.
So your music now, where you are and where you're going.
Thank you very much. My last album actually defined where I am headed to, which is Angloga Junction. I mean, I come from a village called Angloga. That's my down, so I named the album as such. But the album has elements of both Africa, the influences that I have gained over the years as a young youth from all across the world and represented it on the album, including Africa as much. So I have a few African artists. I had African artists on the album. I featured American, Kerry Hilson was on there. Jamil represented for the dancehall feature from here.
Jamaica, yeah.
So that's what we're still springing. And I have a late, one of my singles that blew over December, the whole Africa, is with Davido from Nigeria. It's called Activate. So we activated the whole situation. So music-wise, I'm still bridging the gap and connecting that vibe. But ultimately, the thing I've been always doing is not to leave the conscious part away from it. Because I feel like in today's times, a lot of people are just jumping onto the fun thing and leaving the consciousness behind, because I'm not here because I just have to be here. I'm grateful for the innate that God has given me, and I'm realizing and continuing to realize my mission as a young youth. I don't need to be cladded in a robe or come in a African clothes. My skin alone shows you who I am already. Yeah. So I have to keep the consciousness and link with the right people to get the information and the education. So on this note, I say big thanks to Buju Bantan from yesterday. He's been schooling me on a lot of things and I'm really grateful, for all these things. So that's a part of my music that I feel like is going to go very far, and I want to keep learning from. Because when it comes to the fun bit and the other side, I mean, we are doing what we have to do already,
Africans used to say to me that, Jamaica is the Little Africa in the West.
Yeah, true.
I've heard that all over the continent when I get a chance to go anywhere. South Africa, the Ivory Coast, and so on and so forth.
Kenya,
I think, right? Do you guys look at us as that? Is Jamaica seen as a way to get into the West, as a door to the Western Hemisphere?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it is. It is very much the door to the West.
Yeah.
Very much it is, because check out reggae music just conquer the world from time. And I am here today because, and I'm regarded as Afro dancehall artist, which I named it as such, because my influences were heavy from the reggae side, you know, also the dancehall side, irrespective of the fact that it's all born from one root, you know, but for Jamaica to be in the West, it's deeper than normal. So as far as I'm concerned, spiritually, physically, there is a need to connect to Jamaica, or Jamaica has a role to play.
Well, you know, Jamaicans can't run away from themselves, no matter what they try, because you can't run away from you.
Yeah.
You are you no matter what.
True.
And that blood is
Still
strong
running, yeah.
and real, you know.
Still running, and I'm hearing about an election from the Maroon communities and that. And it's just so interesting to find out that, you know, that is still going on right now. And all these Maroons and stuff still have their traces from Africa, especially the West.
Oh, yes.
Which has Ghana in the middle of it right there, you know. There are Kompong, you know, and those are the Achiampongs, the Akropongs that I know.
All right. I know you can talk anything. I would say to Jamaicans, or anybody else, that you don't come here and talk the patois, not Jamaican patois, to Stone Boy believing that he knows it. He knows it all. Because a lot of what you're calling patois are rooted in your language, in particular Ghana, where most of us Jamaicans came from, okay? Yeah. So don't mess with him with no patois.
No.
Him just fit in perfect.
Go on and mess with me, no man. Go on and talk to me, no one talk to me.
Okay. Well, you know, Stone, it is always a pleasure, sir, to have you.
Much.
And to reason with you, brethren. Always enlightening, uplifting, you know what I mean?
It's an honor. But we're still learning from people like you, know, 'cause even if I'm in Ghana, I make sure I log on anytime. I log on, I watch.
Well, that's why we do it, because we want to talk to you too. We want to link with you. We want to know. We want to share.
Absolutely.
We want to collaborate.
Yeah.
We want to do more. We want to trade.
Yeah.
We want our people to know where our numbers are.
Absolutely.
On that continent.
Yes. And Ghana loves Jamaica. Africa loves Jamaica. I'm not even going to lie.
Yes. Well, good, sir. All the very best.
Thank
a very
you
short
much.
visit, 48 hours, I'm told.
I'm leaving in a few hours time. Yeah, like
short.
I would
always... Too short, Stone.
I think one time I have to come and buy a house down here.
Yes, man.
Car, you know
so
I just want to say big respect to the whole of Jamaica. Thanks for having me. Thanks for caring for me. Big respect to Bojo Bantam, same way, because the man who hosts me good.
The Gargamel.
Yeah, man. Gargamel, my father that, you know, and big respect to, you know, music is coming out, support the music, and link up, connect. Let's keep the strength. I know Jamaicans want more of the Afrobeats now.
Yeah.
So you don't know, we have tons of producers, them. I do the things too uncool. I go up on the Afrobeat now. Enough producers, I go up on. We're ready for it. We're ready for it. Send us the rhythm. We're ready for it. Beat it. We're ready for it. Slap it away, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's him. The man Stone Boy.
Thank you.
Right here on our stage.
Yes.